What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Touchdown Talk podcast, the number one podcast for all things sports. We are so happy to have you with us today. I am your host, Ryan, and I am joined by Evan, aka E Wiggles, as well as Anthony, who is at work once again, as always.
Fuck Ja'Marr Chase.
He hates Ja'Marr Chase. He loves Ja'Marr Chase because he keeps drafting him in fantasy, but he hates him because he keeps being let down by him. Before we get into this episode and this recap of week 4 of the NFL season, we want to make a real quick announcement and let you guys know that tomorrow, October 1st, I don't know what the fuck I'm thinking of. October 1st, tomorrow at noon o'clock Eastern time, we will be dropping a very special episode of the Touchdown Talk podcast where me and Evan play cornhole against a professional cornhole player. I will leave it at that, and the rest will be a mystery. So if you guys want to check that out, make sure to stay tuned on this YouTube channel, Touchdown Talk podcast YouTube channel, for a very special cornhole episode tomorrow at noon. All right. Thank you guys for, doing that ad.
Real quick. Super cool interview. Even though he is my dad, really cool.
I was trying not to spoil that part.
I don't care, dude. No, but still, a really cool interview. Our first, athlete on the podcast.
Yeah, our first professional athlete on the podcast that we interviewed.
I think we forgot to mention this during our show or our interview with him. But he's like I think he's a number 1 player in Connecticut for cornhole. I believe.
That's crazy.
I've been doing a lot of research about cornhole because I've been editing the video and kind of leading up to that, getting a lot of questions for him and things like that. And one of the videos I watched mentioned Tony Smith as the number 1 player in the world, I think.
Right.
And then your dad mentioned in the interview something about Tony Smith being from Connecticut. So I don't know if that means that your dad has since beaten Tony Smith and become number 1.
Not sure.
But I'm not 100% sure. Tony Smith, yes, from Thompson. That is in the video tomorrow. So a little bit of a spoiler there, but yeah. So I mean, I'm not 100% sure on the rankings and all things like that, but really, really good cornhole player. Like, it's very evident when you watch that episode how good he is compared to us. And we have some stats that in that video because I was able to keep track of everyone's stats and their stats on the screen. So super cool to see kind of how the stats like pan out when me and you. And my dad is also in the episode as the 4th player. So the 3 of our stats versus your dad's stats is like, it's night and day.
Night and day.
But yeah, no, you're actually really good, Evan.
Thanks.
You are very good. You're better than me and my dad. Once again, I'm not trying to spoil too much, but
I would hope he is though. His dad's a fucking
yeah, but I mean, Evan, I don't know how much you play, on a normal basis. Like,
parties.
You're not training with your dad, really, right?
No.
Bryce, are we talking about your dad winning top 25 tournament, or are we talking about Tony Smith now? Because it'd be cool to confirm if I don't know what rankings we're doing this based off of or what, but
yeah.
Either way,
super
Tony
super cool
Smith
episode. Is from Thompson.
Thompson, Connecticut. That was something he mentioned. Okay, yeah. So there you go, Dad. Chris Wagner won the top 25 Connecticut tournament. So
wait, really, so does that mean your dad is the best in the world?
No.
Oh, no, damn.
Maybe not the world.
Maybe not the world, but he's probably a top 5 player in Connecticut.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's so crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy, pretty nuts. It's cool, and it was super cool because, like, I mean, Tony Smith is the best player in Connecticut. Even Bryce says that. So, yeah, it was super cool to kind of learn about it. Cornhole's like, you look it up and it's a sport that's like on the Ocho, on ESPN Ocho. It's it's almost like an alternative sport, but like talking about it that way, almost like it makes you, like gives it a certain connotation, but it is super, super cool to learn about. There's a huge following to it. It's much more organized and professional than I think I thought at first before learning more about it.
Let's stop all this. We go into this in the video. Watch
yeah. Sorry. I'm talking too much about it, but
let's get
yeah,
NFL,
no, it's super cool. Let's transition back to NFL as Evan's actually watching the Red Sox game. So we're talking about all the sports here. So we might have some live updates if some crazy stuff happens in that game. But let's go ahead and talk about the NFL. And first,
let's do it.
I'm gonna kick it off and just say, guys, the Pats, man, they laid the smackdown on them Panthers. You like that? Tony, like 2 minutes into the game was texting the group chat like, man, the Pats look so bad. And then, of course, they end up running. That was literally like 2 minutes after the game started. You're like, yeah, the Pats look like dog shit right now. And then and then 2 minutes later, they returned a kick.
Tony, don't look.
Yeah. Pull up the receipts.
I don't believe that because I didn't even watch the Pats game on Sunday.
And then the next text literally, you literally said they're playing so bad that I'm turning it off.
This is per Tony. I have the text to my right. He said, per Tony, Pats look like utter dog shit. I stopped watching them. I'm watching Red Zone the rest of the season.
Aw, motherfucker. I gotta go answer the damn phone. No, I'll explain when I get back. I gotta answer the damn phone.
Okay, get off my damn screen.
Of course,
bro, we pulled up the receipts and he folded. Of course, the phone rang right at that moment. Sure. But yeah, good win. How'd you like what you saw from the Pats?
I thought it was a game that they needed to win. Because if you lose that game in a close way, or if it's a close game or a complete blowout, you go, oh no. It's the thought of, did I spend all year hyping up this team just in my head and then have it just fizzle out by week 4? You know?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that win is huge.
Absolutely. Huge. Brings them back to 500, right?
Yeah. Drake May
with 2-2
passing yards and 2 touchdowns. Stephon Diggs with 6 receptions and 101 yards. Like that's the Diggs that we saw before his injury. Maybe towards his beginning years in Buffalo, before he kind of got upset with Buffalo.
Dare I say, worth the money?
Not yet. Let's see how the rest of his years go.
TBD.
And we'll go from there. I
can't say off of one game.
I didn't like it at first because I was like, that's way too much for an older guy. So
right.
That was my big thing.
It's nice to see that him and Drake May are having that connection grow a little bit, though, and
the rapport.
Exactly, the rapport is trending upwards, and it makes you feel a little bit better about making that big splash in free agency, and then not seeing much in the first couple weeks.
I hope the losses are trending downwards.
Yes, that'd be nice.
Hope.
Who do they play next week? Who's their next matchup? I'm about to pull it up. But you guys might know.
I don't know off the top of my head, I'll be honest.
Prime time. They play the Bills on Sunday Night Football, baby.
Give me the Bills and the
Give the Bills and the Survivor.
Who's playing Buffalo?
The Pats, Tony. Sunday Night Football.
This Sunday?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Oh.
Yeah. In Buffalo too.
Oh man. You guys are gonna agree with my text again real quick.
See, against a good team and they play like crap, it happens. It's a very good team. Against Carolina,
they're gonna get.
You jumped on that way too quick, Tony. One bad drive and Tony's like, blow it all up, trade everyone.
Right.
Well, I'm sorry, but last week against Pittsburgh was just fucking terrible, and Pittsburgh is not the great. Like, they are not a great team. They're a good team, but not a great team. And the way that they just got clobbered by fucking Pittsburgh last week, and then you come out against Carolina, another bad team, and you look like shit right away. I didn't see the 42-6 blowout. Like, I'll admit that. Like, I did not see that coming. But still, At the time, my comment, at least I believe, was very, very valid.
Yeah, sure. If you went based off the first drive, then yes, it makes sense. But you completely
Not even the first drive, the whole season up until that point, until I said something, and then as soon as I said something, it was like, nope.
Then Tony, you know what, Tony? You know what? Just do that every game. Just like, oh man, it looks like shit today. And then just blow it up and kill it. I would love it.
You gotta lose faith in your own team more often, then they'll win some games.
I'm going to, because everything I say, the opposite always happens. So I'm going to say that every week from now on.
So here's the thing, and we talk about them going to play Buffalo next week. Buffalo has shown some weaknesses. I mean, we'll talk about the Ravens a little later and how they kind of fell apart. I mean, Buffalo's an undefeated team, but they didn't play like that great against the Saints. I don't think. What was the final score there? 17-24. It might have been a 10 point,
1 or 2 score.
Right, like
31-19.
Oh, was it? Okay. So 12 points, but they didn't beat the spread. Yeah, two score game, but like Buffalo against New Orleans, you want to see that, and the way the Panthers ended.
You want that 40-10. Like,
yeah,
that shouldn't be a 12-point game.
Exactly. So I think, and you saw it with Miami too. They kind of let Miami hang around for a little while before, putting the dagger in at the end. And that feels like it was more of a Tua bad decision than a amazing thing from Buffalo. And even against Baltimore, you let them put up 40 points on you. So Buffalo, I don't think is necessarily invincible, but they do look like a really, really good team right now with a lot of grit and determination to get through. And you talk about that with Philly too. The two teams that are left undefeated have had some adversity already in the season. And what makes a really, really good team is being able to survive through that. And both those teams have. But to bring it back to the Pats, going into a primetime matchup, big moment, Drake May might be able to have his coming out party on Sunday Night Football and be like, guys, I'm here. And we can talk about what you wanted to talk about last week, Tony, and Drake May as like an MVP guy. Hey, if he does it if he puts up crazy numbers against Buffalo, does that open that door?
He, like, if the season ended today, I know we've only had 4 weeks, he is like an MVP candidate. Like, I really think so. Like, he looks that good. I forget the exact stat line, but him and Tom Brady are like the only QBs to have 75% completion percent in like 3 straight games. He's like the first one since Brady did it. So
wow.
And there's a bunch of other stuff like that he's been doing. Like I believe he had a perfect or almost perfect quarterback rating for that game on Sunday. Now, again, it was only Carolina, so it's like, okay, like I honestly, like, I hope he, against playing those teams, like, I hope he puts up numbers like that, and that's a good sign that he is. And so, but I'm not, like, by all means, like, I'm not going on the limb and saying like he is the best, like, for sure, fire, like, our future, but like there are plenty of very good signs leading to that. So
yeah, last week he was 14 for 17, which is an 82% completion rating, which is wild. I didn't, I guess they were ahead of, for most of the game, so they were running the ball a lot, but 17 only 17 pass attempts is like, and 200 yards on only 17 attempts, 2 touchdowns, and yeah, he had a 155 passer rating. Like, that's incredible. That's a really good quarterback play. And then you have the special teams and defense stepping up too, so like that obviously helps you win a game. But yeah, no, he's playing great. I mean, I'm still gonna say I don't know if he's at that MVP level yet, but like I said, he's a step or two away. I'm kind of changing my tune from last week when I was like, no way. I don't know. It could open the door.
He looks good. Like, if you watch him play, he looks phenomenal besides the turnovers. Like, get rid of the turnovers, and he's phenomenal. Like, he really is.
Yeah. And that was, he had a clean game this week. So he had 0 turnovers as far as what I'm seeing here. No picks, no fumbles. So you love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. Speaking of guys that had really impressive games on Sunday, Jackson Dart,
Russell
baby.
Wilson.
Get out of here, Tony.
Hey,
with that
did you see that
bullshit.
one pass that Russell Wilson came in and threw? That was crazy.
Did you see all the other ones that Jackson
What?
Dart threw?
Did he actually come in and throw a pass?
He did come in.
I don't think. Wait,
I know he
what?
came-
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
he
he came in
though.
for a play.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, because Jackson Dart went to the medical tent.
Oh yeah.
for a
Yeah.
concussion
Yeah.
check.
Yeah, you're right. Was it a completion at least? A 1-for-1 for 8 yards. Okay. Not great.
Hell of
Talk
a
about
check down.
passer rating. Jackson Dart's passer rating was a 96, which is like, it's good, but it's
That's
not
pretty good.
crazy above average. He only threw the ball 20 times. Scatterboo had 25 rushing attempts.
Mhm.
That's a
He was your-
lot.
I'm just looking at the stats
was
now,
your
but
Bell cow. It was
That's-
crazy.
that's absurd. And only 80 yards, which doesn't feel great on that many
yeah,
attempts.
that doesn't sound that great.
But Dart was running the ball really well.
That's what, like
I-
3.5 yards a carry. Sorry.
Dart was? Yeah, Scatterboo was averaging like 3.1.
3.2 yards a carry.
Dart had 54 yards on 10 attempts, so more like 5. But he had a rushing touchdown too. I'm liking what I'm seeing there, but yeah, he's taking a lot of hits that I don't want to see him take.
That was Drake May last year.
I think that's just going to come with time and just learning how to protect yourself in certain situations. But like the NFL is evolving to a place where quarterbacks are not always sliding. You see it with Josh Allen. You see it with Lamar. Like, these guys are not going to shy away from taking hits or delivering hits. You saw Patrick Mahomes in week 1 just freaking lay a dude out. Yeah, Bryce says the white Lamar Jackson Dart is. I hope so. I sure hope so, man. I mean, we've seen this movie before with Daniel Jones and the mobile quarterback, and that's like Brian Daboll likes that, having a mobile quarterback and having a guy that he can use in run pass option and design quarterback runs. And you saw that on Sunday was a huge reason why they were able to win that game. But with Dart in particular, there was a couple bad overthrows that I really didn't like when he did test the ball downfield. And then I wish I had the exact stats, but as far as I remember, like, I don't think he would completed a deep ball, a ball more than like 10 air yards. If I had to guess, right, he might have had something that was a little bit longer, but like
Jackson
everything.
Dart.
Yeah, I wish that I could pull up the fucking Amazon little sheet of where all his passes went. You might be able to find it.
Right.
But even if there was 1 or 2, I generally didn't get the sense that he was pushing the ball downfield that much. And then the couple times that I did see him do it, it was not completed. So that was something that I would put as a note. And you're also playing against a really good Chargers secondary. People talk about the Chargers being banged up, and on the offensive side of the ball, that might be the case, especially offensive line. But that defense is still really good. And the fact that they were able to do what they did and Dart was able to do what he did against the defense, I think is very promising. But I would like to see more of those deeper passes. You got something?
Yep. So I have so this is from Doug Analytics from Twitter, formerly known as Twitter.
Yep.
He had about, it says 7.1 yards average depth of target. So that's how far he was throwing it, just for a average target.
Sounds about right.
3.5 yards average depth of completion.
Yeah.
Is the big thing that you were talking about. You want him to throw the ball, sure, but also You can throw the ball 6 yards every time, but if you complete one of them at a 50, that's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like it's pick your spots and go for the big play when you can.
Yeah, and they weren't
know
connecting on that, so that was an improvement that I'd like to see. But that game was really won by the defense and Big Sexy Dexy getting a pick, and I wanted him to get in that end zone so bad, man. I was really rooting for him to punch that in. And then you had another pick from Drew Phillips later in the game. So those turnovers were absolutely massive for the Giants, and they were both on passing plays. They really did not do a good job defending the run. So even defensively, you got some things to work on. But I love squeaking out a win like that, and that's the type of wins that we would get in 2023 when we made the play, or 22, 20, whatever the last time we made the damn playoffs was with 22, right? That was the type of wins that we got. We made the playoffs as maybe a 10-win team. Yeah, it was a wild card 9 or 10 win team, scrappy team that was like, all right, we're getting some wins where we just like, we're not blowing people out, but just staying in it. And that was what that win felt like. I mean, eventually you want to have one of them blowouts. That'd be really nice at some point. But yeah, just happy to have a win under the belt. Looking forward to the future. But damn, Malik Neighbors goes out with an ACL, out for the season.
Joel goes out with a high ankle sprain.
Yep.
That MetLife turf, man.
That MetLife turf, dude. I mean, and then you got John Mara, the owner of the Giants, announced that he has been diagnosed with cancer.
It's crazy.
So you have some
that
positive
definitely ain't getting replaced now.
What's that?
I said that turf definitely ain't getting replaced now.
Well, yeah, it's like he's kind of got bigger things to deal about or to think about than the turf, like maybe his own life or something.
Yeah.
And I don't want to make light of it because it's a serious thing. So it makes sense that you would obviously you have other stuff going on. So
they were never gonna change it anyway.
But no, they wouldn't change it. And no, so like you have some positive things football wise, you got to win, but then you lose your high draft pick receiver that is like top 10, maybe top
5 wide receiver,
top 5 receiver in the league. Like,
yeah. So I mean, for this season, yeah, he was
he's
like
out for
statistically,
he
was.
Yeah, he was number 2 in yards.
Yeah, he was up there in yards
as of week 3.
Statistically, got it. Okay.
Yeah, statistically.
I mean, I would argue also.
I mean, honestly,
like, generally skill wise, that he would be a top 5. I mean, who are you putting above him? Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase.
I wouldn't even put Jamar Chase over him this year.
Jamar Chase is over him. Total?
I think skill wise and what he can produce, yes. Absolutely. And then maybe Puka.
That's super close. Amon-Ra definitely.
Yeah, Amon-Ra actually.
I don't know about AJ Brown. That's kind of close. I don't think so.
Maybe AJ Brown.
I don't think so.
Nah, I don't know.
AJ Brown's at 5.
And then Malik might be 6.
Sure, but he's not top 5.
That would make him not top 5, yes, but he maybe top 6.
I don't think so though. I think Malik was better than AJ Brown was, skill wise, honestly, as well.
I'd say skill wise, I would take AJ Brown over Malik, but in that situation with the Eagles, AJ Brown doesn't produce as much because of the offense and because of the other weapons. But if I was building a team, I think I probably would take AJ Brown over Malik.
Really?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. Unfortunately, because I do love Malik Neighbors. Don't get me wrong.
But it looks.
But you also have to look at the tape, dude. Like, and it's a part of it is just he's still so young. Neighbors is. So he had an amazing rookie season, but dude, the tape on AJ Brown and some of the catches he makes and what he does, dude. Oh, it's nuts. I have not seen Malik Neighbors moss dudes in the way that AJ Brown has.
Right, but I feel like most of those plays came from AJ Brown like at least 2 years ago. Like since then, I haven't seen like anything special out of
Last
him.
year, I'd say last year he had some phenomenal catches.
Even last year.
Yeah.
He head topped a few dudes. He caught one in double coverage over the Bucks last year, I want to say.
Yeah.
I think there's one game where he went off against the Bucks and he double coverage just picked it up over the top of them.
I've seen it happen so many times. It's infuriating, but I got to give credit to the guy. And
I assume.
all right, we got a lot to talk about at this episode.
We got a lot.
Just because we're talking about AJ Brown, there was one touchdown that he had this season. I think it was week 3 because he didn't do shit last week, but he had a touchdown that was like clearly a push off, in my opinion. I want to say it was against the Rams. Yeah, it was, because it was like part of their comeback that he had a touchdown. It was such a clear push off to me, I thought, but the offense never gets those calls. And then last night on Monday Night Football, Garrett Wilson has like the tiniest little push on the Dolphins defender, and he gets called for a push off and offensive pass interference in the end zone. He made a phenomenal catch and barely pushed off the guy. I think I wouldn't have even need to push, but it's like AJ Brown gets away with it and Garrett Wilson doesn't. And that was just a generally badly officiated game. But like,
I was just gonna say,
I was just like, I don't know. I just didn't like that. To me,
that was
biased, but
that was a terrible officiated game, honestly.
Yeah. And then the same thing was happening in Denver too at the same time. Some bad calls in that game too. So just and a lot of penalties on those in both of those games.
That Denver game was absurd. Like just watching paint dry was like what it was like.
Both of those games really.
Refs just throwing flags over everything.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Yeah.
If I didn't have a personal interest in like a fantasy interest in the Jets Dolphins game, I probably wouldn't. I would have tuned out. No. But I was like, I need Jalen Waddle to do something, and he didn't do what he needed to fucking do.
He sucked all year. Like he hasn't done anything.
I think
he has a couple of touchdowns, but outside of that, like nothing.
He's very touchdown dependent. I'd say he's a touchdown dependent fantasy option. If you're just talking about pure fantasy, like he'll have 30 yards in a game, but if he has that touchdown, he's up around 9 or 10 points, and then you're like decently happy with what you get out of him.
Right.
But yeah, so let's pivot because those games are kind of silly to talk about. We know how those ended. Lamar Jackson gets injured, hamstring injury. They were already playing bad, end up losing to the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes absolutely lays his schlong on the table and says, Lamar, I'm your dad. I'm just better.
He is.
And he is, and he proved it. I don't know his yardage total, but I know he threw for 4 touchdowns. And the Chiefs are looking much more closer to their normal selves, getting Xavier Worthy back. And 2 weeks from now, week 7, they will have Rashee Rice back. So huge bounce back game for the Chiefs. And then it might have been the nail in the coffin for the Ravens. And then I'm seeing people online still saying that the Ravens are contenders. And it's like,
oh no,
at this point, I feel really bad. If I'm a Ravens fan, I feel really bad. Yeah. About the defense. And then obviously you losing your quarterback is terrible. I think he's already been ruled out for next week.
Oh, really?
Oh, has he?
Did
I didn't know about that.
I might be lying. I know Tyreek Hill is out for the rest of the season.
Tyreek Hill is fucked.
Yes. Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
His knee is gone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Today, I know that.
Yeah. Literally, like his leg was.
Yeah.
Like
foot going this way.
The wrong way, dude.
Foot going that way. Yeah. It was not
good. It was rough, dude.
Yeah. So
Sorry.
Mahomes had 270 yards, 4 touchdowns, and had 5 yards rushing on 4 carries. So, not
massive.
Yeah. I didn't know that Cooper Rush came in the game for the Ravens
when Lamar got hurt. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So But go back to the 5 rushing yards. Honestly, that's a good thing. I think that the
Don't
Chiefs
run.
operate better when Mahomes does not have to run.
Right.
If Mahomes has to scramble, then it's probably bad.
Yes.
Before we get into the whole Mahomes or break down this Chiefs game more, what is up with Isaiah Pacheco?
Dude, that's a good question. He does not look the same.
Because he had the injury last year, which had to get like a plate installed in his leg, I'm pretty sure. Had to, some sort of like big thing happened. Then he comes back this year and just doesn't look himself. Going the wrong way on routes, turning the wrong way, catching the ball. Little stuff that I'm not a fan of as a I don't even own him in fantasy, but like seeing him progress through his career, I'm like, this does not look good for him in the long term.
Yeah. It's a step back.
Yeah.
Not a step
Yeah, it's
forward.
a step. It looks like he's a rookie again. You know, he's getting used to the NFL again, and I'm like, that's not good.
It doesn't look very good. I mean,
Yeah.
That's a good thing for us, but it doesn't look good if you're a Chiefs fan.
Is it a good thing
Because
for us?
Absolutely.
Are you saying just for our narrative
As
our
other
We
Chiefs
hate the
narrative?
Chiefs.
I mean, you may hate it.
I wouldn't say we hate them.
I don't hate
I
them.
don't think we hate them.
Do I
I think
dislike
them?
Tony,
Sure.
Tony, you hate them.
This is an anti-Kansas City podcast.
No, you are in Kansas City. You are.
I'm not necessarily dying for them to be super successful, but like I don't absolutely hate them.
Yeah,
It'd
I
be
agree.
nice, you know. I'm not necessarily. I would rather not see them in the Super Bowl because they've been every year for the past 5 damn years.
Mhm.
So that in that aspect, you might say that I'm anti-Chiefs.
If they make the Super Bowl this year, I'm not gonna be one of those people that says I'm not gonna watch the Super Bowl, but I'm gonna watch it, but I'm gonna be pissy
Damn right.
the whole time.
Damn right you will.
But I'm gonna be,
Damn right
and
you
you're
will.
gonna be really pissy because we already know that you don't like the halftime show.
Oh fuck!
You don't even have that to save you either.
All right, before everyone come, and we'll get back to the Chiefs real quick. But before everyone comes at my head, I don't like the halftime show because it's Bad Bunny. I like Bad Bunny. I think he's a great artist.
Mm-hmm.
Spanish, Puerto Rican, amazing. We need more, what do you call it? We need more images like that for big time events like this. Amazing.
Agreed.
I don't like it that only because I feel like this is a move by the NFL where they want to push national audience more than they want to push the American narrative. Does that make sense? Like this seems like more of a move from the NFL to push garnering national attention because they want to expand the league. Not because they want Bad Bunny to perform at their halftime show.
I could see it as a little bit of both. Like you said, he is a world-renowned artist. Like, people are going to tune in from anywhere the halftime, but everywhere from the halftime show. Everyone will. And I say everyone, obviously within reason. But, I mean, he's a world-renowned artist. He's very good at what he does. He's going to draw attention no matter what.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I think it's the right way to go about it. It's a halftime show. You want the biggest name there. Like that's.
I agree. I
when
agree.
When they had Prince do it, he's Prince. What do you expect?
I agree.
Right.
I do.
Well, but
I hate that I
Tony,
compared
and
Bad Bunny to Prince.
Bad Bunny is not Prince. Let's get that
No.
straight.
No, all right. Nothing will ever come close to the Prince halftime show. We'll just say that
No,
right now.
probably not.
Yeah.
I highly doubt. But Tony, what you're
Rain in the
saying,
Rain was great.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're saying that they're focusing more on the national audience than just the American audience.
That's what it
That's
seems
like
like.
your complaint with it.
That's what it seems like.
Right.
Yeah. And that's
So-
not. And this isn't even just about the Super Bowl halftime show. This is one part of it.
Yeah. So
Everything else as well.
then by that same logic, and I'm not trying to trap you, but you know, it might seem like that, but by that same logic, you'd also hate the fact that they're playing in Ireland or that they're
I
playing
do
in
hate
London.
I
Okay,
do
then you
fucking hate
do.
the fact
Okay,
they're
you do
playing.
hate those things. Okay.
Why?
I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing.
Mm-mm.
All right. I'll give you two good reasons why.
What you got?
One of them is personal. I'll get start with the personal one. For one, I
He hates the
love
Irish.
football. Anybody who loves football like me, I wish football could be on every single day, every single time. But it just can't. When you have a game at 9:30 in the morning, and then 1, and then 4, and then 8, it's like, guys, I love watching football, but like I need time to like wake up, take a shit, take a walk, or like I like give me some time. Like I gotta wake up, watch the game. Game's over. It's 1 o'clock
Tony.
games.
See, Tony, that's what's perfect. You wake up, pregame. You're like, oh, this is great. Sweet. I get to do a little bit of stuff. If you wake up at, I don't know what time you wake up at, Tony. I'm not going to ask you that question. But you wake up, do some stuff around the house, apartment, whatever it may be. And then you go, sweet. Click, throw the game on. It's only one game. What are you going to miss? There's so many points in that game where there's stoppages or not much going on. You can do stuff during that time.
That is true. If it is only one game at a time, I get that.
I think the tough part is for the one, if they did like a 1 o'clock game and they did it all in England and they were all like 9:30, I'd be like, no way, dude. Mm-mm.
If there was a whole entire Sunday slate at 9:30 in the morning, yeah, that would be diabolical.
Horrible.
Well, that's the way we're heading.
No, we're not.
I don't think that's no. I don't think that's gonna happen.
It won't be that bad, but it is heading in a directional like to that.
Okay, so what's your second gripe with the across the pond games?
Okay, this is an actual problem I see for the NFL, and this is true. The NFL wants to expand to 40 teams. That is terrible. They want to, yes, 40 teams. Yep. 40 teams is their ultimate goal, and you can look that up. That is what they want. Along with that, they want a team in London, they want a team in Mexico, and now they want a team, or they're thinking about putting a team eventually in Brazil. And that is just, those are just terrible, terrible ideas. I honestly, I even dislike the fact that we're probably gonna get a London team sometime in the next 10 years. And I don't like that. I think that is an awful move.
Tony, I completely agree with you. I think moving a team to London is the worst thing you could possibly do.
And it's going to happen.
Hear me out on this. All right. So you think of, oh, just put a team there. Cool. How do you schedule that team? How do you schedule with that team? Yeah.
Yes.
That team gets 8 straight home games and 8 straight away games? Or two, go back and forth on the twos for the whole fucking season? No. That is dumb. That is the dumbest idea I have. I'm not saying your idea is dumb. I'm saying putting a team in London, or you can go to Mexico, cool. It's just a different time zone.
Mexico isn't that bad.
It's within our
our range.
Right.
Yeah.
We are 5 hours ahead.
Yeah.
So you have a team going from the West Coast. You have the Rams playing the Toffees out in England. Like what are you gonna do? It would be insane.
Yeah.
It should never happen.
It's just more traveling, more shitty honestly, if you look at the London games, most of them are shit, bro. And I honestly I feel like that's because there's so much travel for the players, and like just so much like extra stress you're putting on their bodies.
Yeah. Also, Bryce, real quick, in the chat saying, and the passport trouble as well. I believe it would all be work visas. Is my assumption. It'd be like a work visa for like a 10-day work visa. Is my assumption, in case there's like an injury and you have to stay a little bit longer.
Well, and you got guys getting robbed while they're there.
That's true.
Skylar
Yeah.
Thompson get robbed.
And Ireland is a good country, and they want to put a team in Brazil.
I was gonna say Brazil feels
Brazil,
like
bro, you can't even walk outside in Brazil without freaking getting mugged every. Sorry if I don't want to offend anyone, but like, it is a bad country.
Yes.
Like, if I'm a player, if I'm a player and I grew up in New England and it's draft day and I get drafted by the freaking Brazil Buenos, I do not want to go and play there.
the Brazil.
I'm sorry.
Buenos. I think that's a 100% valid point. Is that you're asking like you're asking like I mean, first thing pops into my mind is Jackson Dart's from Utah, and then they uproot him to go live in freaking New York City. Like that's already a culture shock. And then imagine taking a guy who's like a California kid and then send him to the UK, like as far away on the other side of the freaking world that you can be nearly. Like that's absurd. Like you're asking people to do a lot.
Also, Bryce loves the Buenos name. Make Tony the owner of the Brazil Buenos. That's
the Brazil Buenos.
I think the expansion is like a great idea for like someone making a Madden YouTube video where they put those teams into Madden. That's great.
Maybe
Real
Brazil-
life, I
Brazil
don't think it
Buenos.
has a chance. The Brazil, let's make my user created team the Brazil Buenos.
Yeah. If we ever do merch, our first merch should be the Brazil Buenos T-shirt.
Absolutely.
Just a dude waving.
Make the logo. That's
Yep.
amazing. I mean, I think like we should. I mean, part of it is like this sport is just so insanely popular, and we love that it's so popular, and that's awesome. That's phenomenal improv there. I think naturally the sport is just becoming so freaking popular, and yeah, the NFL is pushing it a lot with the international games, but I think it comes from demand, right? So then you have a lot of people that are in Brazil that are just naturally watching games from America, United States teams. Bring it to Brazil and they're going to make a shitload of money, and the NFL knows that, and the NFL loves money just like any business, and that's what it is at the end of the day. So yeah, and then you get Bad Bunny to tap into that market, that Puerto Rican market and that Spanish speaking market, and obviously he's a huge superstar, so it makes so much sense. Personally, I'm not going to know what he's saying. There's a lot of people that are not going to know what he's saying. It doesn't mean that it's necessarily bad, because there was people like you talk about Kendrick last year. There was people that were like, well, Kendrick, I never understand a word he's saying. And then there's me who listens to Kendrick and I'm like, well, that just means you're not listening hard enough.
Yes.
Right? That was kind of my thought process was, well, it's not music that you're used to. And sure, that's okay. Everyone listens to different things. But if you give it a chance and you really try to understand what he's saying, you can understand it. He comes from a different part of the world, even California and where he grew up, like, and the culture there is like it's a different thing with the way they speak. And then now I have to challenge myself, like, okay, I should apply that same concept I was thinking to Bad Bunny now, because everything I said last year about Kendrick, I can say it to myself about Bad Bunny. Well, I don't understand what he's saying. You just got to listen harder. In this case, maybe it's a little different because it's literally a different language.
Yeah.
But I'm going to have my live Google Translate up against the speaker when we're watching it. And, it's just so we know what he's saying. But yeah. So that's our reaction to the Super Bowl halftime.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So let's go ahead.
Sorry to go
You got more?
trail
Rip it
off
off,
from
Tony.
the Chiefs.
That's all right. That's all right. Yeah, we can. We got more to say about the Chiefs.
I mean, not really. I think they're on the bounce back. I mean, obviously they're gonna make the playoffs. I don't know. I don't know if they'll win the division, honestly, because they're already a game behind Los Angeles. By all means, they can definitely still. They are probably still going to win it, but I still don't think that Denver or Los Angeles are going anywhere. So those are going to be challengers to them towards the end of the season.
Yeah, I think Denver's really gonna find their stride midway through.
They're on the up, definitely.
When is their bye week? Is my question.
Who?
Denver or Kansas City?
Denver.
I don't even know. I know Chicago's bye week is this week. That's the only team I know right now.
Atlanta's this week too.
And Atlanta.
I don't know where you can find that.
It says
10.
the AI says week 12.
Chris says 10. For the Chiefs, I'm guessing week 10.
No, Denver. Denver
maybe
is
it's
week
the same.
12.
Okay, Denver's week 12.
Okay.
Chiefs week 10.
So
some late buys. Yeah.
And I think that can help them get in a groove for that huge middle chunk of the season. And then hopefully after the bye week, regroup and go, okay, let's keep doing what we're doing and get back into it. And I could receive really good things from the Broncos at that point in time. Really good things.
Yeah, I think probably same for the Chiefs, that both those teams can make a big late season push. Use that bye to get healthy and then make a big push towards the end.
I mean, again, the season is only 18 weeks long, but it is a long season. It is a grueling season.
It is so long.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
some other notable
can definitely help.
Some other notable games that we have not talked about. The Bills stay undefeated. We did kind of talk about that, but the Saints, kind of gave them a little bit of juice. Lions completely dookied on the Browns, which is good for Tony in his survivor pick. The Bills was my survivor pick, and the Giants was Evan's. So we're all undefeated, in week 4. But Evan did have one wrong pick, so still need to catch up there.
Terrible for our yearly prediction, though. We screwed up bad. We picked me Green Bay to win the division, and I don't know, man. Then Detroit looks like they look tough, bro. They look phenomenal. Well, it looked like week 1 was just a bad game for them, and since then they've just looked amazing.
It's weird because every team matches up differently when they play at different points in the season, and maybe Detroit's just getting a slow start, and maybe the Packers were really very prepared, and maybe it won't be the same way next time. That was also at Lambeau, outdoors.
It was at Lambeau, yeah.
Jared Goff outdoors. That's a factor. I don't know. But yeah, we've kind of seen how they are head to head. So we'll see if that ends up playing a factor later in the season next time they play. But talk about the Packers. The Packers and the Cowboys tied on Sunday Night Football, a 40-40 tie. The first time a game has ever ended with that exact score.
Second highest tie ever.
Wait. We had a tie-agami.
We had a scoregami that was a tie. A 40-40 tie has never happened before.
I hate that.
Yeah. second highest tie ever. There's only been one game.
I think the other one was 43-43. I'm pretty sure, something like that. And that was and that was in 1960s or some shit. I think it was the Boston Patriots. It was before it was even New England, right? Yeah.
That just sounds terrible. The Boston Patriots. Gross.
And all the Bostonians are going to come after you.
That's fine.
But yeah, this Packers-Cowboys game, just personal anecdote that fantasy-wise, me and Evan were actually playing against each other. Dog, I was going crazy because I had Dak and Jordan Love. I decided to play Jordan Love because that Dallas defense just looked like complete dookie in the past 3 weeks. So I'm like, he's going to feast, which he did. Dak would have been the better play. But at the end of Sunday Night Football, like I'm watching the game and Dallas scores towards the end. And I'm like, okay, they're still in it, meaning Green Bay has to score. So Jordan Love's going to keep giving me points. Great. And then they scored. Dallas scores again. I'm like, all right, more points. It went to overtime. All right, more points. Like I'm just loving it. And I'm down to you at this point, and he's the only player going between the two of us. And I'm slowly creeping up on you. At the end of Sunday Night Football, we were tied. We had the exact same score, and I had Jalen Waddle on Monday and just barely got the win out. So just wanted to flex on you real quick, but
that's fine.
I just thought it was funny that I had both those quarterbacks
in the league. I think that was your first win.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So I have not much to brag about.
3, so scoreboard, buddy.
I'm just taking the wins that I can get. All right. It's the small things. I brought down the undefeated severe punishment.
I was once undefeated.
Yeah, not anymore. That was almost kind of like a Jackson Dart dethroning of the Chargers, huh?
Yeah.
Justin Herbert.
It's like someone predicted it.
Interesting.
It's been a weird, every year is a weird fantasy year, but it's been super weird this year, man. I mean, I don't know. I'm just done with fantasy, honestly. It is like 90% luck and 10% skill, I would say.
So let's flash back to, was it week 2 that the Raiders played the Chargers and you kind of crashed out about Ashton Genty only getting like 10 carries or something?
Oh,
yeah.
Right. You were so upset about how they
you'll never fucking believe this. I put Genty on my bench this week. I put him on my bench for J.K. Dobbins because I was like, you know what? J.K. is having a phenomenal year.
That's not terrible.
No, it's not terrible, but
100
it was still fucked up. It was still screwed me. I still won, but it was still stupid because Genty ended up scoring like 30 points.
Yeah.
And Dobbins didn't even get a touchdown this week.
Yeah, I remember watching it and being like, "Oh, Tony's gonna be so happy," and then you texted and we're like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "Of course, goddamn." But hopefully that makes you feel better about him going forward, at least.
Yeah, it definitely does.
I mean, I think it goes back to kind of what we talked about when we were predicting offensive rookie of the year. Is like, I don't know how many opportunities Genty's gonna have in that offense because they're still going to be kind of ass and not playing ahead a lot. And in that game, like he was their whole offense, and then they were ahead for a good portion of the game. So you wanted to keep running the ball, and hopefully they can use that blueprint more going forward. But
they need to.
Because
Geno Smith,
to win the game.
Geno Smith isn't playing good. Like
he already has 2 games this season where he's thrown 3 picks in the game.
Yeah, he has like 7 interceptions. Is the most. Yeah.
Absolutely,
so it's like
nuts.
You know, Genty is good. Come out when you make these game plans. Let's try to run the ball more and try not to put as much on Geno.
So I don't know. Speaking of fantasy, I had a funny. Sorry, I'll go back to Genty. Sorry, Genty.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
You see, he changed his stance in the backfield.
Yeah.
And now he's
again.
Yep.
Yeah. I think that might have been why too.
And I think I said this before, but the offensive coordinator for this Raiders team is Chip Kelly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can't stand Chip Kelly.
Yeah, he's pretty bad.
You know what? What do you expect? Like, of course, his quarterback is not playing well. Running back wasn't playing well. They can't find their groove as a team yet, I feel like, unless they didn't win last week, correct? They own 4.
They did. They lost. They
lost.
Their only win, I believe, is against the Pats.
1-3 Pats. My bad. Sorry.
Yeah.
Short term memory. But like, I don't think that Raiders team is going to be anywhere close to sniffing a
No.
division, even the playoffs.
No,
Like anywhere close.
no, like
No.
5-12 or 6-10, if that.
They're gonna be at the bottom of that AFC
They're at the
West.
bottom, yeah.
Very competitive
Yeah.
division.
Big
Like
time.
we kind of predicted that, and then we've been talking about it this episode about Broncos, Chargers, and Chiefs, and then the Raiders are kind of the odd guy out there, looking
Yeah.
pretty rough.
They could have a top 5 pick this year in the draft
Yeah,
easily.
and the Titans
Yeah.
have back-to-back number ones.
I had a funny little fantasy trade in my league today. It was this guy traded Malik Neighbors for Tyreek Hill because one of the guys likes.
Oh
Tyreek
my
Hill.
God.
Oh yeah, I
Like,
saw
Are you
that.
wait? Are you serious?
They did it after they both got injured, so they just swapped
Oh,
players.
so it was just okay.
just to be
I was
funny.
like, yo.
Just to be dumb.
I saw something online where there was like just some random guy, but he was like, I just traded Malik for Tyreek Hill, and then Tyreek got injured.
No, they did it after they got injured. I thought it was hilarious that they did it because one of the guy had
Yeah.
Tyreek last year, and it was he hated him but loved him at the same time, and he's like, I want him back. So they were like, fuck it, we'll trade both our injured guys. Why not?
Nice. I love it. Oh man, it's rough. The injuries are stacking up, so gonna have to
Yeah,
watch
they
out for
are.
that waiver wire.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, this isn't a fantasy show, but
Definitely.
we're all in that realm, sort of. So
Bryce said, "What about the confidence in the Broncos?" Very, very, very different looking Broncos team from weeks 1 and 2.
I mean, yeah, you're playing the Bengals. Like I would hope that they beat up on the Bengals.
That is true. That's true.
but still, like it, obviously a blowout.
even the
win is good
way-
to see.
Yeah, and even the way Bo Nix played, like Bo Nix did look a lot more confident this week than he did earlier in the season, and he kind of did look more like his old self, I would say. He was kind of a slow start for Bo, but obviously with Sean Payton, I didn't think that was gonna be a long-term thing. Like Bo is good. He's gonna figure it out. Bo's gonna be a good quarterback.
Yeah, Bo's a damn good quarterback. I'm a huge fan of Oregon, obviously, and I thought he's gonna be good in the NFL. I didn't think he'd be blowing out of the water great like he has been, but he's been playing really well, and it's great to see.
And the Broncos go to Philly next week.
Yeah.
So
I
we'll
saw.
see if
That's
he
gonna
can
be
stay
tough.
that
That'll be a good one.
confident. That's going to be tough after they kind of feasted on Baker Mayfield and the Bucks last week.
I think them, the way he played and them the way they played as a team helps though going into Philly. Like if they had another disaster of a game this past week,
Mhm.
they would have been
Yeah,
been
it
screwed.
makes them feel better getting that win going into the next week. I'm gonna just say it now. My matchup of the week is gonna be Tampa Bay Seattle. That feels like an awesome matchup because Seattle, I feel like,
Yeah.
is sneaky good,
They're a sleeper.
Mhm.
Yeah, they are.
and Tampa Bay is pretty good. And they're not even sneaky good; they just are good. So that feels like a really good matchup in the late window. Niners Rams too on Thursday Night Football is going to be a great game.
That's
So-
good for a Thursday night game.
Also,
It is
can
really
I complain about something that literally does not matter, but it just irks me because I'm weird.
For it.
The
Go for
fact
it.
that the NFL rivalries jerseys are not being worn like at the same time. Like what when they just had Seahawks
Miami.
and like they had Miami Jets they had, and then they had Seahawks Cardinals. The Cardinals wore their NFL rivalry jerseys, but the Seahawks didn't. The Seahawks jerseys are white and the Cardinals are white. So in that case, like it wouldn't make sense. But like, and then they have Rams Niners. Are we going to see the Niners rivalries jerseys, but not the Rams? Because both of
Right.
their rivalries jerseys are black. So they're not going to both wear them this week.
So
Why would you not make them a black and a white or vice, like so they're opposite colors, so then you can wear them at the same time? like a color rush game used to be, where both teams would wear alternate jerseys. Why is only one team wearing the alternate jersey? Like I feel like it doesn't, like, I don't know. You're not bought into the whole thing then.
Yeah. Well, so
You know what I mean?
Remember that Bills Jets
I know
game
what you
from
mean.
a while ago when they both wore the red and the green?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So from now on, you have to have a jersey that's white. You have to. It's a league rule now. One
Really?
team has to wear white. Yeah.
Okay. Because of the colorblind.
Because of the colorblind thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you can do that then. I'm cool with the white
Right, yeah.
jerseys. I don't have a problem with the white jersey. But you have the Cardinals that have the white, or like the white with like the sand on it, and then you have the Niners with the
tortilla
black,
jersey.
the tortilla jersey, and then you have the black Niners jersey or the black Rams jersey. Why not have Cardinals Rams or Cardinals Niners?
Yeah.
So then you can have both alternate jerseys being worn by both teams at the same time. I if that was my decision, that's what I would do, because it feels more ceremonious that way.
Mhm.
But also the way that they're doing it, then you get more games out of it where someone's wearing them, I guess.
Yeah.
Technically. But I don't
It
know.
doesn't even seem like a league thing though. It seems like the teams are the ones that are picking like when they're wearing
Is that how it works? I mean, I don't know.
I don't know how
who's
it
running
works.
it. It feels like
That's actually a good question.
the NFL itself would probably have some sort of
Say and who wears what.
like input in it, or at least maybe not even a say, but just like someone that's in the room that's like, okay, that's what you guys are doing. Cool. Like it's got to be Nike, I know, made the jerseys, and then probably people from each team, and then probably people from the NFL too. Like there's no way Roger Goodell like is not involved in that in any way, right? Like, I don't know. I know they got people that get paid a lot to make these decisions and things like that, but that's just what I would do. I don't know. Bothers me. Just weird thing bothers me. There's when I was freaking 16 and I used to make YouTube videos, I had a whole like 20-minute rant about color rush jerseys and all the NFL uniform shit. It also bothers me when teams, like, even just then, the Cardinals wearing a white jersey at their home stadium, where to me, it's always you wear your dark colored jersey at your home stadium. Like Giants wear blue at MetLife. That's always how it's been, unless there is some sort of alternate uniform. But even then, it's like, I don't know. That's just how it just feels right to me. But then you
It's
got
all
the
marketing
NBA.
now.
Yeah, I mean, it's and at the end of the day, it does not matter. Right? Like it's just
That's what it said. It said the marketing team is the one that picks the jerseys now. It used to be the head coach, so.
Oh, really? Oh, the marketing
dude,
team.
Dude, if I was a head coach and I got to pick my jerseys, I would pick the sickest matchup every single week.
Bro.
I would be like, I would want an all-time jersey matchup every single week for my team. Because there are jerseys, you just look better, you play better, you look faster.
Mm-hmm.
It's just better.
Look good, feel good.
Like
play good, yeah.
Ready? Like, okay, so the turquoise, like the all turquoise Dolphins jerseys, you can't wear those in the cold. You look cold if you wear that jersey. You look cold. I don't know what it is. It's like you can't wear like the Dolphins all orange. That's a jersey you wear in the snow. You can see me. Cool. Like you can see your players. You know what I mean?
That feels.
Well,
I mean,
he has a point because it said like online that when the coach used to pick them, they used to do it for like advantageous reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, yeah.
Like certain colors and weather patterns, I guess that did make somewhat of a tiny bit of a difference.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about Miami. Part of the reason why Miami does wear a light colored jersey at their home stadium is because it's so damn hot. And they have I believe they have the cool side
where they get the shade.
Have the shade where there's shade on one side, and they have the light uniform so they're not as hot. The other team either wears a dark color where they end up being hotter. They're right in the sun. So there is a strategic element to it,
Real quick, I know we're talking ball and jerseys, but Red Sox are now up 2-1 of the Yankees right now.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, Sox. Come on.
So there's a few moments of me double fist pumps and making faces. That's what it was. Promise. Nothing else going on.
Big Dubs, baby. Come on, let's do it. Beat the Yankees.
I love how when I shit on the Red Sox a couple months ago, like right after that, they started playing good. And
So that's
no,
Tony has the craziest like reverse jinxes. Like, dude, this team sucks, going nowhere. All of a sudden, flip a switch, win 15 straight games, and just go on a tear and make the playoffs.
yeah,
Tony mentioned it earlier that the opposite always happens. But whatever he says,
it really
so.
fucking does.
You can't do it on purpose though. You can't do it on purpose. You can't be like, oh man.
It has to be a genuine take.
Patriots are gonna lose this game, and then you can't do that every time. It has to be like a genuine like motherfucker. Like, I hate this. Like, this guy sucks. All of a sudden, boom, to the moon. That's how it goes.
Well, I do have a genuine take that I don't think is gonna change.
Okay,
What's that?
What is it? About baseball?
Say it.
No, sorry.
Is the phone ringing? Or?
No, it was something else at work. All right, I'll say it. I have a yeah. So, all right. Ja'Marr Chase, I already kind of said it, but fuck Ja'Marr Chase, dude. He sucks. He's gonna have a shitty season. I don't fucking care about him. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, that's your take. All right. I don't think that's a bad take. That one I feel like is gonna actually happen.
Without having your usual quarterback and Joe Burrow possibly being the only player on that team that can actually help them win games. I'm not saying Ja'Marr Chase isn't good enough to do that, but someone has to get him the ball in that amount of time. Joe Burrow does that.
But Evan, this is my damn problem. Well, why did you pay him so much money then if he needs Joe Burrow and he can't do anything else? And then also, if that's the case for Ja'Marr, why is Justin Jefferson has had freaking Sam Darnold I guess was okay last year, but Justin Jefferson has shitty quarterbacks and he still goes off. Why can't Ja'Marr?
Because Justin Jefferson is the best wide receiver in the league.
But he's not the highest paid.
I agree with that. I think Justin Jefferson is better than Ja'Marr, but
I agree.
Everybody disagrees with me. I feel like everyone thinks that Ja'Marr is better.
Well, after I mean, you're talking about money and what he's getting paid. Like, with the contract dispute at the start of last season, and then the season that he had, the Bengals really had no choice but to pay him more than any other wide receiver, which would be more than Ja'Marr Chase. But I would still probably agree that Justin Jefferson is a better wide receiver than Ja'Marr Chase. But when you talk about the situation in Minnesota versus not Kansas City, what the fuck? Cincinnati. Cincinnati doesn't have Kevin O'Connell. Kevin O'Connell is the quarterback whisperer. And you've had Kirk Cousins, and then you had Sam Darnold, and then you have 2 games of JJ McCarthy where Justin Jefferson hasn't really done much. This season, Justin Jefferson has not had a touchdown, to be fair. And then you have Carson Wentz, who was a really good quarterback at one point and is a veteran. And, they talked about it on the broadcast, how he reads the defense much quicker than JJ McCarthy did and would have. So Carson Wentz isn't a terrible quarterback to have. And he just kind of is more of like I don't want to use the term like,
he's like a bridge quarterback.
Well, yeah, but I was going to say like point guard. He's more just getting the ball to the right guy. He's not necessarily like willing teams to victory on his own. But he's just putting the ball in the right spot, which is in the hands of Justin Jefferson. So, but yeah, Justin Jefferson has not had a touchdown this season, to be fair. And Ja'Marr Chase actually has.
Yeah.
With Jake Browning.
Nah, I don't know. Just overall, it just what a waste, Ja'Marr. just what a waste this season.
Yeah,
That's
we
all.
see you for a
Yeah.
draft pick on Jamar Chase.
I fucking knew it. I knew I should have drafted Bijan. I knew it. I was going back and forth, and then some guy online was like,
wait. Sorry. What pick did you have?
I had the number 1 pick. Evan, we've been through this. I told you the day I got them, the day I found out I had the number 1 pick, I texted you and I told you. I'm pretty sure, and I was like, I think I'm gonna pick Chase.
Yeah, I think you did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember
that's
that at all. And I was like, I feel like we would have said pick a running back. I feel like I would have said like take Saquon or something like that.
So
really. I mean, I probably would have done the same thing if I was in
I
your
thought I
shoes.
would have.
So this is the thing I'm a big running, especially now. Like I'm a big running backs early guy. Like
Mhm.
I like definitely running backs are the most important thing in fantasy. Even in PPRs. But then I saw something online with this YouTuber, and he made a good point. He was like, in the last 15 years, wide receivers picked in the first round had a better chance of being top 10. Like there were more running back round 1 busts than wide receivers. So he was like, if you go with a wide receiver, it's a safer bet. Which he's probably right, because running backs do get hurt more often.
Yep.
So, I mean, but then again, it's just like, of course, like this situation, like Jamar Chase's quarterback gets hurt and now he's fucked.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
it just sucks.
Yeah.
But that's fantasy for you. Like that's
Yeah.
why I said it. It's mostly luck. You know.
Yeah.
It really is.
Huge. It's a huge aspect of things. I mean,
Yeah.
talk about luck. The guy I was playing against
Andrew Luck
had Lamar Jackson and Tyreek Hill, so he loses 2 guys in 1 week that were massive for his team. He still won this week, but then talk about luck. I picked up Kenneth Gainwell like 30
that's
minutes
phenomenal.
before the game started Sunday morning, and that was a massive pickup. Almost won me the game that week. And then I had a waiver claim in for the Detroit Lions defense because I did not trust Baltimore against Kansas City, and I didn't get the waiver claim. So Detroit ends up being the highest scoring defense in week 4, and Baltimore gives me -1 point, and that would have been the difference, and I could have won the game. So yeah, luck is huge, and I ended up rolling with Baltimore instead of picking up like Dolphins or something like that.
Yeah.
And like, you know, I was like, okay, maybe they'll have a decent chance, but no, alas, I should say.
Yeah.
I would drop Baltimore's defense for the rest of the year.
Oh, I am.
Personally.
I absolutely am.
I'm not.
They're gone.
They
Well,
play
they're-
the Texans. They play the Texans next week. No way.
I was
Okay, that's a good
the thing.
matchup.
That's
a good matchup.
was looking
I
at
would
their
stash- I would
schedule.
Stash them for like. They play the Browns twice. They play the Bengals twice.
Yeah.
So
I've
one more time for each of those. Maybe I don't know. I'm not really sure.
yeah, I was looking at like their schedule, and because I was thinking that exact thing, like Baltimore's good, but they just have tough matchups early in the season, and then like their late season schedule is like super easy from a defensive perspective. And I was thinking that exact thing, you know, just stash them. And I don't know, they just sucked. I don't have enough roster spots to hold on to them and pick up another defense each week and play that whole game. Like, I feel like I'm wasting a roster spot, but you know, whatever. We don't have to get, we're getting too much into like fantasy stuff and personal fantasy things. But one more thing I want to touch on before we wrap this up.
What you got?
Daniel Jones finally falls to the Los Angeles Rams. The Indianapolis Colts are no longer undefeated, and exactly
we need to talk about the Colts.
We knew this was going to happen. Daniel Jones was eventually going to fall apart, and the freaking bottom fell out, and he threw 2 picks. Still had a chance to win the game, and if it wasn't for a massive Tutu Atwell interception that the defense let up, and for an Adonai Mitchell fumble out of the back of the end zone, and then was it a holding call or a block in the back on a big Jonathan Taylor run? Like the Colts would have won that game too, if it wasn't for AD Mitchell kind of screwing things up. But good to see Daniel Jones throwing picks again. I'm glad to see that that's not like a complete thing of the past. You know,
that's your boy. That's your boy.
He was my boy, and now he's gone, and he's gonna be. I don't want him to be like that good somewhere else. Like he can be decent. He was always kind of decent, right? He can be who he was before, but don't go somewhere else and be 10 times better, right? I need to know that he can still throw picks.
Yeah, the fact that Puka Nacua had 170 yards receiving was insane. And
he's nuts, dude.
And the touchdown. I was like, that's insane.
Finally.
He's killing it this year.
He is on pace for over 2,000 receiving yards and 4 touchdowns. Because he only has one through that first 4 weeks.
They don't red zone target him.
It's Davante Adams.
But I was gonna say Davante Adams has the most red zone targets in the league, and Puka is near the bottom. I don't know if he's definitely near the bottom.
That's strange.
Yeah,
that feels weird because I feel like even in the red zone, Puka feels like an obvious option.
Yeah,
but maybe the goal line fades. I feel like I'd rather throw them to Davante Adams instead.
I agree. But back to the Colts. I mean, it was a crazy 3 weeks from the Indianapolis Colts, just showing out in every game.
Mm-hmm.
Offense and defense, I believe. Correct? They're
playing
well on both.
Yeah, both sides of the ball.
Like they held the Dolphins.
Specifically, more particularly offensive, though.
Yeah, they put up 41 on the Titans. They put up 29 on the Broncos. When the Broncos put up 28, Brandon hit a field goal to win it. I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
So
yep.
But yeah, it was a great run. Hell of a insanity run from the Indianapolis Colts.
Yep, and they won't win a game for the rest of the season. I'm sure.
The rest of the season.
No.
No, I'm just playing. But it'd be kind of nice if that happened.
They didn't punt the ball until the 3rd week, which is no team has ever gone that long without punting the ball. Which that in itself is already impressive. Now barring, I do feel like they kind of got lucky against the Broncos. I feel like that was Denver's game to win, but Denver shot themselves in the foot. Kind of how Indy did this week. I feel like that Indy could have easily won that game, but they lost that game than anything else.
Yep.
So,
yeah, absolutely.
I think the fact that that game was close, though, I feel like that's a good sign if you're an Indy fan, because this team is legit. Like they're going to be surprisingly a good team especially if they can play good defensively and then just keep running the ball down people's throats with JT. Yeah, Daniel Jones doesn't have to be fantastic. He just has to be good enough, which he has been.
Yeah, they've completely shattered expectations. They have one of the best running backs in the whole league in Jonathan Taylor. Daniel Jones is playing above average football, which he needs to play consistent and, limit the turnovers as always. But yeah, they've been really overperforming from how everyone would have projected them to be. Good for them. Good for them. But they play the Cardinals this week.
Oh, that's another win for them.
They play the Raiders.
Oh, that's another win for them.
Oh, the Raiders. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah. Because when you texted me last week, you said at first you sent you were like G-Men over the Titans or something. Yeah.
I was looking at Titans Texans was my other pick, and I was like, I don't know who to pick.
Oh, okay.
I was like, fuck it, give me the G-Men.
And then the Titans are playing Arizona.
That's gonna be my survivor pick of the week. Then I'm gonna pick Indy over.
You bitch! I hate you. I wanted them.
You could still pick
You
them.
can still pick.
No, I
So
can't.
yeah.
No, I can't do that. Nope. I have my pick. I got mine. It'll be the...
Go ahead.
Nope, you
So,
first.
Tony, I believe because before the stream started, we were talking about the teams that we had already picked. I believe I picked Arizona in week 1. I forget who
Arizona, really?
instead
I
of
did too. Because it was
or
the
no,
Saints.
no, no, no. I'm
They
sorry.
played the Saints.
I didn't because you picked them, so I ended up going somewhere else. But sorry, because I was just looking at Arizona thinking that forget I said that. Never mind.
Yeah. No,
I
we got
I
them
ended
all.
up-
We got them all right.
Yeah, I ended up picking the Bengals. Either way, would have been right either way. I am going to pick the freaking. Oh, I want to. Oh, shit. I'm gonna save the Lions. The Lions is a enticing
Have you taken your
pick.
Giants yet?
I have not taken my Giants yet, and I'm gonna take my Giants this week.
There it is.
Let's go,
Great,
baby.
great.
Come on, boy.
Pick.
Who are the
Um,
Giants playing?
The Saints.
The Who Day.
Oh.
Or sorry, Who Dat. Who Dat, sorry. Who Dat
Yeah.
Nation. You know
This
what I'm
this is one of obviously it's probably going to be their easiest matchup of the year, and they don't have many of those. So I'll take this opportunity to pick the Giants. Coming
That's
off of a
fair.
win too, feeling
Pretty
confident.
fair.
saying? Definitely.
It's in New Orleans though. I don't know. They never played good there. Go ahead though.
I'm going to take the Minnesota Vikings as my pick over the Cleveland Browns.
All right. Okay.
It's
Very solid.
Tony's favorite game of the week, the London game.
Great. Yeah, 3 more weeks of that. Oh, I can't wait to wake up at the ass crack of dawn and watch football all day.
Honestly, that was kind of cool.
Ash, dude, it's 9:30.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dog.
dude.
I was gonna say this
That
earlier
is not the
because you're
Ash
like, oh, I have to get up early. Dog, I was already up at 6 a.m. and I had been up for 3.5 hours by the time the game started. So don't
Yeah.
don't
Yeah,
act like
goddamn,
you
dude.
can't do anything before 9 a.m. You can get up before 9 a.m. and do shit if
It's
you
true.
need to do things.
That is true.
Unless
I
sleeping
mean,
is one
I
of the things that you need to
can,
do.
But I don't
I
want
can,
like
but-
I like my sleep. And I have weekends off, so it's like I like, like I stay up late Saturday night. I don't know, it's just an inconvenience.
I also think that as NFL fans, well, it's tough because we're arguing that we need to expand the game, but also I'm about to make this argument that like we need to be okay with not seeing every single snap of football that is played. I already don't get to see every single snap. Like if it's a Sunday morning and it's like, God forbid, I would have to go to church or something damn important. Maybe it's Easter or some shit. Well, there's not football on Easter, but whatever. Let's just say there's an important Sunday brunch and I have to miss the London game between the Vikings and the Browns. Like,
Not gonna be upset.
I'm gonna survive. All right.
Mhm.
The point when it really like I feel like it would really affect me is if it was like my team, if it was the Giants playing, then it's like, okay, that's the one game that I do feel like I want to pay full attention to. And then it becomes a problem. Vikings and Browns fans, maybe they don't want to get up that early. And that
Sorry.
I could see that, but
I wouldn't want to get up early and watch the Browns either.
right. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Dude.
It's like
I'm already gonna be
depends
up.
on the
I'm already gonna be
teams,
up,
right?
so.
Like it
Dude, and they're like behind us too, so like their game starts at like 7:30 for them.
Oh yeah, yeah, because they're in Cleveland. Like imagine a
that's
team like the
awful.
Niners or Rams.
They play at 6:30 in the morning.
That's wild.
That's awful.
That
See
is-
this is why
that is
we
wild.
can't have a London team. We can't.
I agree.
What was I even gonna say? But like imagine they put a Chiefs Ravens in London at 9:30. Like that just doesn't it just doesn't feel right,
No.
because I feel like, yeah, like you're saying, I don't want to have to get up at 9:30 to be able to watch a game like that of that caliber. That's like that two teams that are that like, high powered. Minnesota,
Yeah.
Cleveland, it's like, all right, if I wake up at 9, kind of roll out of bed and I put it on and, just make breakfast as it's kind of on in the background, like that's okay just because
That
it's two
works.
kind of mid teams. But like, yeah, I don't
If it's
know.
an absolute slugfest, I want to watch that.
Right. I get some of the criticism against it, but I think it's a natural symptom of the game just being bigger and bigger.
Probably.
Yeah.
All right, so we all made our picks. Do we want to rip off a immaculate grid real quick?
Sure.
See if we can
Good.
rattle one or two off in 5 minutes before we get to 1:30. A little bit of a longer episode
but-
here.
We don't get kicked out at 1:30.
No, I'm just saying that just feels like a nice round number. My OCD would like that.
Yeah.
Nicholas Farmer feels unsatisfied with the Cowboys game. I 100% agree, Nick.
I agree as well.
Because otherwise, we're not going to know who won the Micah trade unless that game gets an official winner.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, give me frickin' Tyrann Mathieu. Yep.
Eagles, only one team. We can get weird with like a rookie or two, like Jordan Davis.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask, what does only one team mean? Like
team.
that's
only
their
played for
only
one
team
team.
they played. Oh, okay.
Player must have played their entire career with a single franchise.
Oh, that's tough.
You can do it.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, rookie is an easy way to get that one,
Yep.
Yeah.
But then Steelers, you
Oh,
can
I
rip
gotta
off
go
Big
with-
Ben.
I gotta go with this one. His name is Darnell Washington.
Oh, dude,
Oh,
he's
I've
a
heard of that.
beast of a human.
He's a 6'8" tight end. It's insane.
Yeah, he's nuts.
And then
It's a shame
So-
actually that he's a blocking tight end.
yeah, it's great. Well, the thing is, dude's huge. What do you expect?
Well, yeah,
Um,
if he's huge and then he was actually like athletic enough to really moss dudes and fucking go nuts with the ball in his hands.
I think Brian Breesy is a D tackle for the New Orleans Saints. I believe
Yep.
he's a rookie. He was drafted 2 years ago. 0.9%.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Let's go. All right.
Now what?
Eagles,
Um,
Cardinals, Zach Ertz.
Yep.
Sweet. Seahawks Saints, Jimmy Graham.
Yep.
Seahawks, Eagles, Jason Peters.
Yep. I know.
Yeah, you
exactly
guys
who
are
that is.
carrying right now.
That's fine. I feel like there's
Uh,
more stuff in the Seahawks that I'm not that I'm crazy about.
Two Super Bowl matchups too.
I'll take Nicholas Farmer in the chat for this one. Cardinals, Steelers, James Conner.
Wow,
Oh,
yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
James Conner was on the Steelers?
Yeah, dude.
What? I did not know that. No,
Yeah,
I did
he-
not know
he-
that.
He was
Yeah,
like
he goes
behind
Ball Howard. He's
Le'Veon
kinda
Bell.
right here. Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. I did not
Yep.
know that.
Yeah, he was the backup, and then he was good though. You saw
He
him
was
play
Jalen
with-
Warren before Jalen Warren.
Yeah.
He wore
was
number 30 and
D'Angelo-
everything.
He was D'Angelo Williams after D'Angelo Williams. Steelers, Seahawks.
We could go like in an easy one, like Russ or Franco Harris.
Oh, Russ is a good one.
DK.
Harris.
DK.
Yeah, DK.
DK
Yep.
Metcalf.
DeKalen. Yeah.
DeKalen's a carries Metcalf.
Fire.
The guy who eats like 3 bags of candy a day.
Yeah, that's it. 3 bags of
That's it, yeah.
candy and then a steak to top it off.
Yeah,
Fire.
good stuff.
That one
boys.
that was a piece
We
of cake.
We crushed it.
Freaking piece of cake. You ain't never seen it done better.
Never.
Goated.
Quick little little update for the Red Sox game. 2-1 Red Sox still. Bottom of the
Here we
eighth.
go. All right.
Eric Crochet is still pitching. He's at 105 pitches. This is great.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
I'm gonna be in so much pain if the Red Sox lose.
Oh, they ain't gonna lose. They ain't gonna lose.
All right.
So bad. But
I'm about to tune in right after this.
Yeah, same.
I've been tuned in all game. I mean, the whole podcast. It's right there. It's right over there.
I'm glad you're keeping us informed.
I have to.
2-1. Not
So
much has
gotta do it.
happened, but hey, it's good.
A lot has happened.
Well-
It has been great. It's been great.
That's how baseball is, though. It could be like
Yeah.
1-0, and so much has happened.
edge of your seat, you know. But
All right, y'all. Thank you to everyone that has watched this episode. Another quick reminder before y'all go, stay tuned tomorrow on this YouTube channel. We have a very special episode with a very special guest who is a professional cornhole player. Noon
Yeah.
tomorrow. The episode drops on this YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe and you'll be notified to check it out or just come back and take a peek tomorrow at noon. We will see you guys then. And thank you so much for tuning into this episode. Peace.
Peace.